The market is tough, but so are you. Hey, it's Jennie Wolek here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Keller Williams Realty. And just recently we met as a team to have our mid-year review, which I always recommend is stopping and pausing each quarter even to just reflect, look back, look ahead, see what's going on and see if there are opportunities to adjust to make sure you're moving forward in the right direction. Well, with our mid-year review, we had an amazing guest speak with us, Jen Davis. She's an amazing agent, leader, coach in Springfield, Missouri, and we loved her message, and I thought that I would share it here with you. Now, she got to talk with Gary Keller often in her career and in her life and her business, and so she was sharing some tips that she actually learned from Gary himself. And I thought that they were pretty wise, and I think you will enjoy them as well. And she asked him in times of change or challenge or uncertainty, which is the name of the game with real estate, is what do our agents, what do we as agents, what do we as leaders, what do we always need to be focusing on so that we can keep going even when times are tough. And so this is what he said, and maybe you've heard some of this before. And he just said it's always going to come down to head down, heart up, and feet forward. Now, I loved it because we then broke it down into what each of those mean, and I thought I'd share some with you. Of course, I can't help myself. I had to create a whole presentation on this topic, and I get to teach it a couple times today. So I thought I would share some of those tips here with you while I'm in the groove. So first off, when we have our head down, that means that we're doing our job. We are focused, we are purposeful, we are doing the job description of a professional real estate agent. Now, that also means just starting with our job description, being that we're going to lead generate and follow up and go on appointments and negotiate contracts doing our job. But this also means the job of taking care of ourselves personally by following our morning routine, by having a schedule that allows us to succeed by not only taking care of our business life, but our personal one as well. Now, when we talk about heart up, this means leading and loving with care and compassion through conversations. This could be with our clients, our community, sharing the message and hope that we are here for them no matter what is going on in the real estate market or in the world. And so, whenever we have our heart up, that allows us to deepen these conversations because we ask lots of great, curious questions. And when we have deeper conversations and we're going to deepen these relationships, which are building trust and rapport with our people, that when it does come time that they may need some real estate assistance or guidance, then they will think of us that we get opportunities to then get into action and help them with their goals. Now, when it comes to feet forward, that is let's go, right? We've got to do the work to then get into action. But this might be a pausing point because when I thought about this, are we allowing our ego to get in the way? For me, probably so, because with 24 years in this business, I've done things certain ways for so long that that was the way it worked. And now with changing times and markets, is there an opportunity to reevaluate? Is what are doing now serving us for the future? And I think that changes need to be made. This is when we get to adapt to the new market or new days on market or interest rates or whatever things come our way in this business of real estate. So feet forward means stopping first to pause. Is what we're doing actually serving us, or do we need to make some adjustments? Now, with that, we also need to continue to grow. We need to evaluate what was our goal and where are we in relation to that goal? What's the reality with that? And then what opportunities or options do I have moving forward? For us, it's making sure that our messaging is updated and appropriate, feeling more one-to-one and personal in today's market. And then lastly is what am I going to do from here? How are we going to hold ourselves accountable? We have to make sure that what we say we want to do is actually followed through with. I love the last piece that she ended with having us think back to a time in our life, in our business, when we were winning, when we were in a winning season. If you've been around a while and been in the real estate business, it's been tough for a few years now for some. And so think back to when you felt the best, you worked the best, you were in the flow and the groove. For me, I just shared with my husband yesterday, I felt my best physically and mentally when I was waking up and doing hot yoga 3 days a week. So when I had that memory, I thought, why did I get out of that routine? And how can I fit that back into my morning schedule so that I feel strong and mentally ready to take on the day? So what is your thing? What in your winning season could you go back to and add back in? So thanks for letting me walk through these steps with you, and I hope that it's super helpful. I love connecting and sharing with my realtor friends and business leaders and owners across the country. It's really my passion and purpose. So thank you for allowing me to do what I love. I'm always here and available if you have any questions or need anything at all. Have a great day.